A pleasure, ladies and gentlemen, to meet again. Subscribe to the channel. The channel is We Africa. Let us watch together. Hello there, I'm here because I want to talk about the penalty. The ultimatum that was sent by Mduduzi and members of his family, or rather his fellow associates, his fellow comrades, to King Mswati 3. What I really want to advise you on this issue is that if you are not careful, you might end up looking like fools. You might end up looking like losers. You might end up looking very weak. Because what happens with an ultimatum, if you give someone days to answer to something, if he doesn't, and you don't follow it up with a real heavy punishment, then your ultimatum is useless. And rather, what it just exposes is your weakness. That you are only good at saying things, you are not good at following them up with real action. So this is what is going to happen in this case. When day number 5 arrives, you really need to answer the king. If he doesn't answer you, if he doesn't follow your demand, which is likely to do, it doesn't look like he's responding to anything, because he's not quite sure that when you are giving him an ultimatum, you are saying something serious. That is a lesson that you really need to teach him, that when we are saying something, we are serious and we really mean it, because when you don't answer, when you don't respond, will really make a follow-up and give you punishment. Not with suspending dialogue. He doesn't care about dialogue. Mswati doesn't care about negotiations. The negotiations don't help him, because what he would rather want, a situation that he would rather prefer is a situation whereby he will have them suspended like forever. Which is why he's mentioning other institutions of negotiations, other platforms of negotiations, because he knows that by taking the negotiations there, he's delaying almost everything. Because the situation whereby people are talking about talking, or negotiating about negotiations, or having a dialogue about dialogue, is a situation that is creating, and he knows that it will delay everything. So when push comes to shove, really, I don't know what you have under your sleeve, what secret arrangements you have made to make sure that Mswati will take you seriously. I'm not quite aware. We'll see that when day number 5 arrives. You really need to do something serious, so that this King Mswati will take you seriously in the future. He will respect you, because if you give someone an ultimatum and you follow it up with something that he really didn't expect, and you give him a real punishment for ignoring it or doing little about it, then in the future, which means that if you give him another ultimatum, he's likely to respond. It's just like saying to a kid who is misbehaving, I'm going to beat you. Stop that, I'm going to beat you. Stop it, I'm going to beat you. Stop it, I'm going to beat you. And then not beating the child will know that, this is just empty words. But if you say once, I'm saying this once, stop it and I'll beat you, and he repeats the same behavior, same negative behavior, then you give him negative reinforcement. You really punish him for that. If you are saying I'll beat you, then you really beat him. In future, I say stop it, I'll beat you. It's likely to respond to what you are saying. And the same thing with what is happening to Mswati. You are dealing with someone who is testing you. You haven't done anything anything serious. He doesn't take you seriously, because he thinks you don't go further than you have gone so far. Apart from the demonstrations in the streets, which he thinks he has quelled by using Sadak, he thinks there's nothing else you can do. Actually, you are just people who are maybe frustrated and desperate. So show him, after 5 days, please prove to him that you can do the things that you promised to do. And I'm saying it mustn't be about negotiations, because you'll be happy to have those ones suspended. I think very happy to have those ones suspended. So you gave him something that is favorable to him. He's likely not to do it because he favors the situation whereby he doesn't even have any negotiations with anybody. So please, we know that the nurses are doing their part. The nurses are doing their part there. Someone is doing his part. He's already started sending spiders. And maybe we should look around for someone who can provide a lot of those. it looks like they can be the most effective way of enforcing an ultimatum. If you had spiders, about 100 or 200 of them, it was going to be very easy for you to really threaten a king with them, and you then respond in the shortest time possible. In the African culture, these sangomas can they manufacture these spiders so that maybe they can help us with the spiders, because we really need something that is very effective. And in my imagination, I don't see, unless you guys, because you are leaders, unless you are really concocting something really effective, you might fail with the king. You might fail with the king. The parents, if you ignored those consent forms, and I know that people are being beaten. People are being beaten everywhere. It's not a secret. Rather, it's an open secret that people are being beaten everywhere. So Mswati is still going on with this violence, going on with perpetrating those acts of human rights violations. He hasn't stopped. Let's deal with him once and for all. Rather, please just try to deal with him once and for all. Because if you are leaders, you are there to organize and make sure that the programs are and plans are really put into action. Thank you so much. Thank you. Until we meet again.